You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete Signal Transmission Trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.
Sheldon Primus.
Welcome to the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus, where we blend safety smarts with business brilliance and a pinch of Sheldon's signature wit. Whether you're a safety pro, a fresh-faced consultant, or just safety curious, get ready for a show that'll educate, entertain, and elevate your safety game. Let's dive into the art of consulting with your safety Sherpa himself, Sheldon Primus.
This episode is powered by Safety FM.
Hey gang, good morning to you, because it is my morning. I'm broadcasting or absolutely recording August 28th, 2024. 2024, August already. Can you believe that? That was like ridiculous to me. This year is just like flown by. I'm awesome. How you been? How you doing? I'm doing good. Everything's doing good. My wife and I are getting ready to adventure again. So, very good. And I am going to give you guys, I can't give you guys the data of who's here, meaning what countries and everything, because I'm still building that data with my new podcasting service. So once that comes in, that'll be awesome. And if you guys want to go ahead and help the system, because as the podcasting people start subscribing and listening and sharing, that's all new data that's going to this new company that I'm using, Podcast.co. So what you can do, which would be awesome, does not cost anything, is whatever service you're listening to me right now, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. If you're listening to me at least more than once, that means you like it. So go ahead and commit. Good, just go ahead. And this is the first time you're listening to me, welcome. Thank you for coming by and saying hey and listening. And go ahead, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to like it. You are going to like it. Hey, stop laughing at me. They're going to like it. I'm telling you. They are really going to like this show. guys are just mean. No, anyway. Yes, go ahead. You're going to like it preemptively. Go ahead and hit the subscribe. I'm going to give you some good information, and I want you to share it with some people. And when I get back to seeing some of that data, I'll start seeing where I am in the top 10 list. But honestly, thank you for everyone who is listening to me right now. You're here for a reason. And today's episode is going to actually be some fun. And I'm going to go ahead and start with that episode. And I'm going to tell you guys about harnessing the power of podcasting for your safety consulting business. Yeah, you guys could podcast like I am. That's why I'm doing it. Let me show you why. It's honestly, the podcasting has gotten really, really big, if you haven't noticed, right? So you could truly do a search. And I'm going to give you some industries to, or at least some areas to look up. Pew Research Center, they've got a lot of comprehensive data and research regarding music trends, including podcast. Edison Research, they have something called Infinite Dial, and that report is annual, and it just actually gives you a lot of statistics related to podcasting. Nielsen, the Nielsen ratings are good too. So can't forget about the Nielsens. You guys remember Nielsen rating, right? That's the company that used to give you the box. Well, some of you may not remember. And it's actually almost predating me, I would imagine. But you would get a box sent to your house. And this box was going to monitor what you watch, because you basically like connect it up with your TV, I believe. And then that's how everyone knew in America that what shows were popular and everything, because it was a Nielsen rating to it. And there was literally polling everybody as to what they watched. They do that for podcasting too. So if you want to get some data related to that, then you're good. There's Harvard Business Review has a whole bunch. They're constantly writing about podcasting. Journaling for Broadcast and Electronic Media, Rutgers Institute of Journalism. Statista is an organization that keeps that. Podcast Insight, International Journal of Communication, for those of you across the pond and everywhere else. Forbes, literally Forbes does podcasting articles constantly telling businesses that they need to get on this. So that's why I'm telling you guys. New York Times, The Guardian, the list goes on, right? So it is important that you guys catch the trend. Don't think it's just me. I'm doing it because honestly, I was doing it and I got started with this pandemic time. And I just kept going. And I'm still doing it, right? 4 years later. So now I want you guys to learn what's the good part about it. I'm going to explore business podcasting is really what I'm going to call this one. Business podcasting, how to do it, how to incorporate it into your safety consultant practice, and what you need to know to get started, right? So first, let's tell you about the business podcasting, and you could do it. Don't think that you need some gimmick or anything else. Let's start with you could do it. Right now, literally, you could set it up and be done setting it up and have a podcast within a short amount of time. So it can be done, and you should do it. Think about it. All right. So first, business podcasting truly is helping you create content that is going to support your business goals. It could be brand awareness, generating leads. It could just establish you as an authority in the industry. Podcasting has a way to do that. There's truly, like I was telling you, all these people that are doing research about podcasting, the statistics bear out. There's one of those, I can't remember one, but one of them had one of those resources had over 100 million Americans, and this is just the American side. Imagine this globally, right? 100 million Americans tune in each month to podcasts, and business podcasts also are in that number. So the podcasting for business, though, is got 70% of listeners for that. And they go ahead and purchase from brands that they hear on a podcast. So that's just everyone, but we're specialists, so we're going to deal with specialty issues. But business podcasts as a whole, they actually will get 70% of their listeners that will purchase because they've heard something on a podcast. So it's worth it, all right? And I started with the stats so that you guys know that should be something that you want to invest in. So here's how the podcast is going to benefit you as a safety consultant. And we'll dig into this one a little bit deeper, right? So first, you could now talk about topics that you're an expert in. You're a consultant, meaning that you're a little bit higher up than just getting started in safety, right? If you're a consultant, you know that you know your job, you know your discipline. Talk about your discipline. That's going to draw someone to your podcast. You might even name it something like that. So if you really are in process safety management, start a process safety management podcast to help support people in the process safety management field. Give us topics that will help them, and you could specialize in that. You don't have to go across the board with anything else. You can niche down, and a niche is the term that means you're going to select the person that you believe, whoever they look like, that are best going to be looking for your service, and if your service fits them. So the podcast starts with a wide audience, but the people who are going to end up subscribing and listen to you often, they're going to like what you're saying because it is going to help them. And that's the bottom line. It's all about them. So you want to do what you can to help this person get better. Your podcast, yes, is going to help your business, but all of you guys listening to me right now, you need some help with something, and you're coming back to me, trusting me to help you with it. And it's a two-way street, right? So I want to help you. That's what I do. So, again, you can build authority, and you're going to share your knowledge, your expertise. You become the go-to expert. Sometimes they could go back to old episodes. When I teach, and sometimes I don't have enough time to tell students, about different topics, but I may have covered it with a professional in an episode and that I may have interviewed, like Dr. Todd Conklin. If I'm going to tell people about human and organization performance, Dr. Todd literally is the man that made the 5 principles, right? So I'm going to point them to my Dr. Todd episode. So those are the things that will really help you, right? So it will also expand your reach. And you guys that have been here for a while, as I'm giving the statistics to all the different countries that Apple and Chartable and everything tells me, then that's really, really showing me that my reach is far past the U.S. It's gone to, many places. I was honestly just floored by all the locations that are listening to me, and I thank you all. You guys have been awesome, and I tell you to share and subscribe and everything, but those of you that have been listening for a while, you just truly just keep showing up, even if you hit the little button that says subscribe, and I thank you for that. So now, for you, if you're going to do this, think of all the people you're going to reach globally. It's worth it. It really is. Even if you're, again, process safety management's your thing, someone listens to you and they've got a process safety management facility, they believe you're the key person, and now they ask you for a quote. Ta-da! That's how it works, right? See? Oh man, did I just miss an opportunity? I honestly, I think I just missed an opportunity, guys. Hold on. I missed the board opportunity. I should have did ta-da with the board. All right, and I'm going to tell you guys what gear to get to. I'll tell you the gear I have. And I'm not selling it, even though I should. I just didn't think far enough to add that in my podcast, tell you the truth. That's what everyone does, right? We tell you a podcast, and then all of a sudden we got you a guide, which I probably will do anyway, but not right now. I got too much. We're moving. All right, so going back, expanding that reach. You want to engage the audience with as much as you can. As I tell you guys to, send me emails and all that. That's how you keep engaging. There's a way for questions and answers. You want to build your community. My community I built on Facebook and LinkedIn. So if you're on Facebook and you're looking for me, you go to facebook.com/groups with an S, then /safety consultant. And currently we've got about 3,500 global members. You will have to answer 3 quick questions. The most important is that you're going to follow the guide of the group, but that is going to be where I basically is my home for the podcast and my people. And then also LinkedIn, I've got a group called OSHA Compliance Help. You could get there too if you need some OSHA compliance help. And so that's where I could engage my audience, reach out to them, do question and answers. I've also belonged to several different groups that are specifically safety related in both LinkedIn and on Facebook. Those are the two I use the most. So that's where I build my audience. I don't spam the group, but if I got a good episode that I think that the group will enjoy, then I go ahead and I post that episode there. People listen, they get value, and some will subscribe. So gotta have some place for everybody to, land and call home. And your website's going to help you with that as well, because you could do what's called a player on your website. So that's going to basically be a page that you could embed a code that is going to come out to being like a podcast player. Like when you land on the page, you can hit the button to listen to the podcast. That also is going to help you, because when someone did that, you could put a pixel code, and then when you're ready to sell, like a service or you're ready to tell them about an event or something, you could then target those people and retarget them that have been on your site to listen to your podcast to now get some advertising to maybe an event they want to go to and they never would have known about it. And especially if you're doing a virtual event and you could reach everybody, that little pixel of someone going to your podcast on your webpage is going to track them as they go through. And I hate saying that term, but that's what pixels do. A little 1x1 pixel code. And that code literally goes where, you're on Amazon and you're looking for, some new socks. And then all of a sudden, no matter what service you're on the web, you're getting socks that you're seeing all the different socks of the website you're on before on Amazon, right? That's a pixel, and it follows you everywhere. So that is to help you repurpose your content. And once you do your podcast, it's there forever. So you again could bring people back. If I have someone who wants to hear about hearing protection, I've got Howard Light, the man. There's literally Howard Light by Honeywell here air muffs. I was able to talk to him when he started the company Final Fit. That's there forever, right? So now that content, I can repurpose that, cut it up in different segments or whatever. If you want to do YouTube, you could do YouTube shorts with that. Those are the things that you could get from your podcast. It could be a podcast that starts video and audio. And there's some podcasts where you'll hear the podcast, but you'll have like static pictures that are going over it. Then at that point, you've got a video podcast too. And you could bring in people through YouTube. So repurpose the content. Recontent purpose. Did I actually say that? Oh Lord. It's early and I have not had any coffee yet. You guys are getting pre-coffee podcast right now. All right, so the next thing that we're going to go over, pre-coffee podcast. Nobody needs that. All right, so let me get a drink when I come back. I'm going to tell you guys how to get started, because I gave you the whys. And then I'm also going to tell you guys what kind of equipment to use, because I've got my own equipment that I'm using. Not everyone wants to go my way with the soundboard and everything else. So I'm going to tell you two things when we get back, all right? So first is going to tell you how to get started, services and everything. And then the last thing I'm going to tell you guys, not the last, but just to send you off on your way, is the actual gear you should consider getting. So be back.
We'll be back with more of Sheldon Primus and the Safety Consultant Show in just a moment. Are you ready to make a difference? Introducing the Safety Consultant Blueprint course. Unlock your potential as a safety consultant. Learn the skills, strategies, and ethics to create safer workplaces for your very own client. From risk assessment to client acquisition, we've got you covered. Become a safety consultant and open doors to being your own boss. Join us and be the hero of workplace safety. Enroll today. Safety starts with you. Take the first step now. Visit our website and enroll in the Safety Consultant Blueprint course. Empower businesses. Protect lives. SafetyConsultantBlueprint.com. We now return to the Safety Consultant Show. And once again, here's Sheldon Primus.
All right, so let's talk about the last two things. So there's a lot of hosting services. You guys know that I had to switch over from Bcast, and they closed. So now I'm on podcast.co. And for those of you that I do have like 2 more slots that I could host. So if somebody's really ready to take action and you want to start your podcast, then go ahead and you can reach out to me. And the best way to do that right now, and I'm in like a little hole of where people could reach me, but let's go with my old business address. That one, Sheldon at Shellbro, SHELBROUGH.com. And I got 2 slots that I could help host. But other than that, there's some companies that you go to for hosting. There's hosting companies that Bcast was the one that I used, but then there's Buzzsprout, there's Libsyn, Libsyn, there's Podbean. There's a whole bunch out there that you could use. You just have to kind of look around, see what you're looking for. Of course, it's price, yes, but you want to see things like inserts, meaning you could insert a commercial in either the beginning, the middle, or the end of the podcast to help for advertising. And you guys know that I'm usually self-funded, but I have had an advertiser before. So those are the places you put them, either the beginning of the show, the middle of the show, or the end. The middle's always the best. It's the premium spot. And you can literally sell those too. So it becomes an asset to you. Yeah. So now that you have a podcast and you sell some ads, don't just use any ads. You got to do ads that your audience wants, right? So when I partnered with OSHAGames.com with Learningware, literally you could do a game show with your training. And if you guys want to get a hold of that, and man, imagine having a class and finishing up the topic, and then you do some Jeopardy style game show as a quiz. It's really fun. Talk to Dan Yemin. He's the owner. Dan at learningware.com. Tell him Sheldon sent you. So Dan at learningware.com. And he's the one who created OSHAGames.com. And literally, it is just fun. It really is. Your audience will really like it. So just check Dan out. Learningware, OSHAGames.com. Dan at learningware.com. And where is spelled W-A-R-E. Learning, W-A-R-E.com. Talk to him about OSHA Games. Tell him Sheldon sent you. See? That's how advertising works. So now, let's talk about the fun stuff. I'm going to tell you some basic gear. You don't have to go hog wild, but what I did for my setup, if you would, is I have a Shure mic, and the Shure mic is cordless. It's a Shure model B, this is probably a real old one, but BLX1H9, and I'm literally reading it off the power pack, and that one goes like over my ears, and that's my mic that you're hearing from me right now. So the sound that you hear right now is coming from that Shure mic. It's plugged into my Rodecaster Pro board, which is the Model 1 Pro, which is like really embarrassing because now I think there's like a 3 or something like that. But oh well, you guys don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. You just basically have to make sure that you could get good quality sound. Unfortunately, since we're podcasting, sound's a big one for us. I'm a little raspy today, so I'm sorry. But sound is big, so you got to make sure you got a good mic. You're looking for some sort of dynamic microphone or a condenser microphone. That's the 2 terms you want to look for. Dynamic mic might be about $99 USD. You can find them a little bit cheaper. Condenser mics might be a little bit more expensive, just over $100 USD. Headphones, you're going to need that. I bought my Rodecaster Pro as a kit. So it came with headphones, it came with a mic, and it came with the board with some cords. So you need the cords to connect. So I had a full kit. If you could get a podcasting kit, there's a bunch of them out there right now. And that's what I did. But if you want to get headphones, you're looking for closed back headphones. There's probably, there's many options, but the headphones are good enough so that you could hear yourself, and you want to hear yourself crisp. You want to hear yourself clear, so the headphone quality is important for your editing part. Pop filter is always good, and I've got one on my mic right now, so when you say those words that, with the P's and you get the that's what that thing is for. It kind of like cuts it back. That's cheap. That's like $15 or something, and sometimes it's in the kit. So if you do get the kit, that's that little black thing that goes over the mic. It's also for, some spittle. Just gross, but yes, you guys know what I mean, right? You're talking a lot, so if you're talking, that happens. So the other thing is your interface, your board. I told you I use the Rodecaster Pro, but I might actually switch to something smaller. There's a lot of smaller ones. I'm looking for travel ones now. The travel podcast systems are really good. Most of your interfaces are going to be where your money is, right? There is a USB audio interface, which is like 169, Focusrite Scarlett 212, but there's a few others. But the interface basically is if you're using an XLR type jacks for your mic, they have to connect into something. So if you're using just a USB mic that could connect to your computer, and that's where I started with a Snowball USB mic. There's a few of those. But when you're ready to get into bigger systems, then you're looking for XLR mic system. You probably could get a boom arm. It doesn't hurt to get one of those in the interfaces, and they gave you guys the price. But the boom arms are going to be like, goodness, you could get a stand to hold your mic down without the boom arm, and that's like $25 US. Or you could get the boom arm, which is usually included in a kit, but if you have to buy it by itself, it could be up to $100, depending on how sturdy it is. So you have to match the mic with the boom arm, because some of them are too heavy. So you need a beefier boom arm if you have a real heavy condenser mic. If you are going to do the on-the-go recording, there's a Zoom H5 portable recorder. It's like $280, maybe $300. It depends. That's the portable system I'll probably gonna end up getting. But let's say you're stationary and you're not moving like I am in an RV. So if you're stationary, you might want to get some sort of foam panels or something in a room and get some sound dampening. That's the thing that I can't get because I am truly traveling in an RV, so you guys hear everything, and that's why I've been out front with letting you guys know. But if I was stationary, I honestly would get a sound dampening, and if you want to see what that looks at, look up Rated R Safety Show with Jay Allen. And I've had Jay on the show many times. I'm telling Jay was the first one to invest in me as a host, and I'm on Safety FM. And if you guys do not listen to Safety FM, shame on you. Go to safety.fm, safetyfm.com, and Jay Allen, his show, Rated R Safety Show, is one of those in the morning that you can listen to him live. And once he comes in, you can listen and see him. And he also posted in the safety consultant group I told you guys about on Facebook. But if you look behind him, and also the guest I just had, which was Jim Posel, look behind Jim too. You'll see those acoustic type panels that is to the sound dampener. So you'll have to, adjust your room a little and do some upgrades. But if you're stationary, it might be worth it. It really would be. So editing software you could actually use for free. I actually use Adobe Audition for editing my podcast. The Rode actually has an edit feature on the board, so I'm literally doing this whole podcast from the board, and that's all I really need. But if I wanted to, if I really screwed up like I did last week when I hit my outro music and my intro music at the same time, I'm like, oops, then I have to cut it and all that stuff and edit it down. Then I'll use Audition. But Audacity is free. Audacity. So use that free software. You are going to end up needing to get some sort of domain name to host your podcast, or if you have one already, then just put a player on a page. But honestly, that's not going to really cost too much. You will have to get a a service for music, for royalty-free music. I use a combination of royalty-free music and my own music. Usually, those of you that have been listening to the show kind of remember my music episodes. I used to have them every year on New Year's Eve. I would do a music episode with all my music. I also do music production. So I use my music mostly, about 80%, maybe higher than that. Even in the commercials that you guys hear with JR in the background, those are all my songs, so it's no royalties needed. But if you use music, it's important for you to use some service that will give you royalty-free music, so your podcast isn't going to get blocked out and you can't hear it and all kinds of cease and desist letters. No one needs that, right? So go ahead and do it right. There's a Premium Beat, Audio Jungle. There's a bunch of them out there. So budget setup for all this might get you up to $400. If you're in a mid-range of equipment, meaning mid-range prices and quality, you might be spending up to $1,000 USD. And if you get a real advanced system with the acoustic paneling and all that, yeah, absolutely, you'll be paying over $1,000 USD. But what is it going to bring back to you, right? So that's the important part. You could also hire people to do your editing, and then some of these services that you could use will do editing. I use another system for my video side, and if I do an interview, I actually could edit from that video, from that service, and then the interview will be fine. So that's it, gang. I just want to at least let you know that you could use podcasting to help your business. It's a great way to do it. Podcasting for business is on the rise. You gotta catch up. If you're not, you're going to be missing out on how to grow your business. So I'm a safety consultant. Why am I podcasting? I told you why. Do it too. Yeah, you guys could do it. So go get 'em.
That's a wrap for today's safety show. Remember, safety isn't just about hard hats and caution signs. It's about business smarts too. Thanks for joining us on the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus. Until next time, stay safe, stay savvy, and keep consulting like a boss. Go get 'em. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast or broadcast are those of the host and its guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within the past hour, only examples. It should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the positions of the company. No part of this podcast or broadcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast or broadcast, Sheldon Primus.
This episode has been powered by Safety FM.
You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion. The book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation. where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.